ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां व्यासशंकरमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So we will read up to what we covered last time, then we look at the next mantra. Om Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarnarajatasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Maavaha Tamaavaha Jatavedo Lakshmi Manapagaminiim Yasyam Hiranyam Vindeyam Gamashvam Purushanaham Ashwapurvam Radamadhyam Hastinada Prabodhinim Shriyam Devi Muhabhaye Shrima Devi Jushatam Kamsosmidham Hiranya Prakara Madhram Jwalantim Triptam Tarpayantim Padme Stitam Padmavarnam Tamiho Bhavaye Shriyam Chandram Prabhasam Yashasam Jwalantim Shriyam Loke Jevajustam Udharam Tam Padminimim Sharanamaham Prapadhye Alakshmi Me Nashyatam Tam Brune Adityavarne Tapasodi Jato Vanaspatistava Vrikshoda Bilvaha Tasya Falani Tapasanutantu Mayantarayascha Bhahya Alakshmihi. So up to this we completed last class. So today we'll look at verse number 6 to 7. Upaitu mam devasakha Upaitu mam devasakha kirtischa manina saha Upaitu mam devasakha kirtischa manina saha Praturbhutosmi rashtresmin Praturbhutosmi rashtresmin Kirtimridhim dadhatu me Kirtimridhim dadhatu me Praturbhutosmi rashtresmin Kirtimridhim dadhatu me Shutpipasamalam jeshtamalakshmim Nashayamyaham Shutpipasamalam jeshtamalakshmim Nashayamyaham Abodhi masamasdhincha Abodhi masamasdhincha Sarvabdardame grihat. So Upaitu mam devasaha. So devasakaha means sakha means friends, and devasakha means the friends of the devas or along with the friends, you can say. So devasakaha. Then Upaitu mam. So just trying to see what is given here. Upaitu means prapnotu, or let us get prapnotu. Upaitu mam prapnotu. So when you say mam means me. So upaitu means I should get. Mam means I should get. Upaitu mam. What do you want to get? Kirtihi. You want to get kirti, fame, right? So you want kirti. Then you want to also get, so Kirti means Vidya, Adhikritaha. So Kirti here talks about Vidya Adhikritaha. So Vidya means knowledge. So one aspect is Kirti means fame. Second aspect is I should be famous by knowledge. So Vidya Adhikritaha. Adhikrita means increase of knowledge. So Vidya Adhikritaha. Manina Saha. So Manina means what? Ratnadibihi. Mani means jewels. So Ratnadibihi. So Saha means along. So along with Kirtim, along with the fame, along with increased knowledge, along with all the Ratna Saha, Manina Saha, means along with all the ornaments of jewels, etc. Right? Upaitu Mam. So they should come to me. Or Prapnotu. So Upaitu means what? Prapnotu. So Prapti means Adedal. Or you need. So Tamil people are here, so I can talk to Tamil also. So Upaitu Mam means Prapnotu, Adaidal, and Mam means for me. So for me, I need you to bless me with Kirtim. Kirti is fame. Second definition of Kirti is Vidya Vriddhihi. Correct? So Vidya Vriddhi means Adhikritam means Vidya knowledge should increase, intelligence should be more for me. So give me Buddhi, give me fame, give me all the jewels. Manina Saha. So Saha means what? Not just one jewel. All the jewelers. It can be gold, it can be silver, anything what you want. Let me prapnotu upaituma. Correct? But also you're asking for yourself, and you're also asking for what? Rashtraha. Right? So Rashtra Asmin. So my Rajyam, my Rashtraha. So you're not asking only for you, you're asking for the people or the country or the town where you're living. Let everybody be blessed. It is not only that I should get all the wealth. The whole country, the whole where I'm living should be blessed by all these things. So by knowledge, by fame. So it is actually a prayer for one's own prayer and also external prayer also for, that is Vyashti Vicharam and Samashti Vicharam. We have two things. So Vyashti means what? Some individual, and Samashti means Samashti Puja, Samashti Prarthana. So Vyashti Prarthana, Samashti Prarthana, I can say. So all the people should also be happy. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu, when you say, it means what? If everybody is happy, only you will be happy. if other people are unhappy, you cannot be happy at all. Correct? So you need other people to be happy first, then you are happy where other people are happy. So you seek happiness, or so you feel comfortable when other people are secured well, so they don't disturb you. Otherwise, if you are only have the wealth, everybody doesn't have any wealth, they'll come and bother you. So let everybody be given fame, everybody, all the country also be given fame. So Upaitu Mam. So Deva Sakha, here Deva Sakha, it actually indicates the wealth or Kubera Bhagavan here. So Deva Sakha means along with all the Devas. Kirtim Mriddhim. See, Kirti Mriddhim means what? Kirti Mriddhim means increase in Kirti. So not, first of all, you're asking for Kirtim. Then Kirti Mriddhim. So let the fame keep increasing also. So let me not be having only fame. Let the fame keep increasing. So Kirti Mriddhim Dadhatu me. So Dadhatu means give. And you give me. So you give me. This is a prayer where the sadhaka is praying to Ma Lakshmi, Lakshmi, for Devasaha, means for the devas to bless me along with every devatas, because you don't want one devata, you want all the devatas to bless you. So Devasaha Kirtihi Manina Saha. So along with all the jewels, ornaments, etc., you bless, you upaitu mam. So let it come to me. Also, Rashtra Asmin. So this Rashtram or this place where I'm living also should be Kirti Mriddhim. So this country or place where I'm living also should be famous, or should also fame should continue to this country also. So Dadatu me. So give me that wish. So Dadatu me. Right? So Kirti Mriddhim means Dhanadi. So Dhanam Smriddhim. So Dhanam Vriddhim means Vriddhihi. So Dhanam Vriddhim means what? The country should be very wealthy. The country is very wealthy, then the people also have a wealthy, good lifestyle. The country is very poor, then naturally the people who are living also will be poor because the government cannot do anything. So in the olden days also, the good kings, like the king who was very, very wealthy and who was a good praja, they were able to support the people. The people are very happy there. So it's also what do you call luck. It's also your prayer to Lakshmi. So upaitumam devasaha kirtischa maninasaha. Then pratur bhudaha. So pratur bhudam means what? Due to the prasadam, or so pratur bhudaha. So bhutam means actually means born. So bhuta means born. So pratur bhoto asmi means tvat prasadat prabuddho asmi. Means due to your prasadam, or due to your my birth is your prasadam. So you have given me birth, and it is a prasada which is given to me, and this prasadam which I'm accepting, it should also be supported by all these things. So praturbo du asmi kirti mrittim dadhatu me. Right. So here what it means is, due to the good fortune, I have been born in a good community, in a good place. Right. So praturbu, bhu means what? Earth. Correct. And asmin. So praturbu bhudaha, praturbuddha asmin. Asmin means I have born in this place, in this country, and in this particular place. So we can say my house also. So here it talks about the country, Rashtrasmin. But Rashtra, you can also say I have been blessed to be born in this house, in this family, and let the fame increase. So let me increase the fame of this family, this house, and let this house be blessed with all the jewels, all the fame, and all the Devasakha. Correct? So this is the prayer. This is a prayer to Goddess Lakshmi. So, Upaitu mam Devasaha Kirtischa Maninasaha Pratur Bhutosmi Rashtresmin Kirtimriddhim Dadhatu me. Is it clear to you, this one? So the Bhashyam says, Pratur Bhutosmi means Asmin Loke Tvat Prasadat Prabuddhoho Asmi. So that means Tvat Prasadat means due to your gift to me. So due to your own given a gift to me by being birth in this place. Therefore, Kirti Mriddhim me dadhatu saha Lakshmi iti sheshaha. So means what? The Lakshmi is being worshipped here in this manner. Then next one. Should be
Shankarji, sorry, miss. But Pradur one Pradur.
Prataha means before. So pra means before. So Pratur Bhu means the earth. So I have been born in this Asmi. Pratur Bhutaha Asmi. So Bhutaha means what? All the living, all the elements. Right? Elemental Bhutam, you can say this. So I have been born in this elemental world. right? Elements in elemental world due to the prasada, right? So Pratur Bhudo Asmi Rashtra Asmi. So I am also, I've been born in this Rashtraha, so this country. Therefore, after having born, you bless me with Kirti Vriddhim. So give me Kirti. So Vriddhim, increase of Kirti, Dadatu me. So Dadati means give, and me means me. So give it to me, the fame and richness of this the place where I am born, and then you bless me also with all the Kirti Maninasaha. Right? So Upaitu Mam, Dadatu me. So Upaitu means what? Let it come to me. And Dadatu me means you give me. So there are two things. So first you ask, then let it come. Right? Then Shuddhipasamalam Jeshtam Shuddhipasamalam Jeshtam Alakshmim Nashayamyaham Shuddhipasamalam Jeshtam Alakshmim Nashayamyaham Abudhi Masamassiddhincha Abudhi Masamassiddhincha Sarvam Nirnadame Grihat. So, Shuppi Pasam Malam Jeshtam. So, here, the first line describes the Lakshmi, which denotes poverty. So there is a in the Vishnu Purana or the Padma Purana, there is two things are there. One is called Jesha Lakshmi and Sri Lakshmi. So Jesha Lakshmi is the sister of, or the one which is born before Sri Lakshmi, which is Lakshmi Devi has got two. She's got a sister. So when the Samudra Manthanam was happening, so this is a story, but it is there. So you need to know why it is. So the Samudra Manthanam was happening, the halahal poison was coming first. So when the Samudra Manthanam, the whole purpose of that is what? The creation of this universe. So as and when they were churning the ocean, many things came. And one of them to come first was this Lakshmi. And because it is halahal, poison, it is actually not to be consumed. And it is a poisonous thing, means it will actually harm everything. So this Lakshmi was called is Alakshmi or Jesha Lakshmi. And Jesha Lakshmi is actually known for the Padma Purana for bringing poverty, sorrow, misery, infighting in the family, division in the family, and generally for a very, very downtrodden life. So Jesha Lakshmi, and this Jesha Lakshmi is not attractive. She actually has got a vahanam as a donkey. And she has got two names, Jesha Lakshmi, Alakshmi. That means Lakshmi means what? Is wealth. Alakshmi is what? Not wealth. Right? So Jeshtaha means that which was born before. So late, when the Samudra Mantha was happening, halahal was coming up, poison was coming up, this Lakshmi came first. And because of the structure, because of the way she was appearing, nobody wanted it. No devas were interested. So nobody was interested because this is very crude. They said, we don't want you. So she was, because nobody was accepting her, she was banished to some place. And she said, like, okay, you are all don't want me anymore. I will reside in houses or places where you don't need me, and I will live there. So it is called Jeshta Nakshatraha also. So, we have a star called Jeshta Nakshatra. So don't worry about, don't get frightened. It is just story. So it is said in the Shastram or in the Puranas that when a woman comes with the Jeshta Nakshatram constellation star matching, and that woman comes into the house, that it can cause problems sometimes. So So there are Sravishta, Jyeshta Nakshatra, Sravishta, not things are there. I don't know about the stars, etc. I don't believe in those, but it is there in the Puranas. So that is why this Lakshmi is not worshipped. Initially, in the olden days, is about very in the beginning of when all this started. She was worshipped initially because there was nobody else was there. When Shaktism came into existence, Shakti became very popular. Then this Lakshmi became very unpopular. People stopped worshipping it because it was not giving any benefit. It was only giving a lot of problems. So they stopped worshipping her. So even today, it is said that it is wherever there is discord in matrimony, there is infighting in the family, or there is disturbances in the family, husband wife not getting along, divorce is there, or the parents not. They're all disturbances are there. It's supposed to be this Lakshmi is residing in some form or the other, creating more problems and more problems. That is why Nivarnam is required. That is why you have to do more puja, more shraddha, more prayer for removing this Alakshmi. In South India, it is also known as called Mudhevi. So it's actually a very bad word. So Mudhevi, when they say, so people say Mudhevi Mark. So Mudhevi is a Tamil word, also refers to same Alakshmi or Jyeshta Lakshmi. Correct. The actual word for Mudevi is Mud plus AV. The Tamil word is Mud plus AV. Right? So Mud actually means what? Dull, slow, older, lethargic, retarded. It's called Mud. And AV means Aval means work, or Aval means to give. So AV, Mud AV. So it became Mudevi. So Mudhu plus AV is equal to Mudhevi, some Tamil grammar. Okay. So Mudhevi. So Mudhevi also is another name for Alakshmi, and it is actually for poverty, ugliness, disharmony, infighting, all those things she is residing there, and she thrives in that. That's why we say here that should be Pasam Malam, Malaha. Malam means what? Pasha Malam. It means the Lakshmi which was born in the Halahal, in the Samudra Manthanam, which was actually Malam means what? Dirt, with not very clean. Right? And Jeshtaha, see, should be Pasam Malam Jeshtam. Jeshta means, I already told you what Jeshta means, correct? And is called Alakshmi. Nashayam Aham. Nashayati means what? Let it get destroyed. So let this Lakshmi not, or let this Alakshmi not enter my house. Let this Alakshmi not disturb me, right? So I don't want anything to be coming into my house or into my country, which is of the nature of Alakshmi, right? That's why it's called. So Malam means Malasambandham, means Malam means that which is related to Malaha, which is dirt, is called Malam. Right? Pipasam, when you say, it's called a Trishna or a image, Trishnam. So it's like an image or imagery or something which is very cunning. So Pipasam. Right? And Shudpi Pasam means Pashaha, Shudpi Pasam means out of the halahal or the poisoning or the Samudra Manthanam, which was very, very hot. And when it is hot, it will be dark, it will be very thirsty, there will be no water because your body will be very thin, right? It will shrink, it will expand. So it is actually not structured. Whereas the Lakshmi which was born was when the Samudra Manthanam was giving nectar was coming out. So naturally, when the Lakshmi came out, everybody was interested, right? Somehow Lakshmi said, "I want only to marry Vishnu." everybody was ready to marry Sri Lakshmi, but because already ordained that she belongs only to Narayana, so that's why Alakshmi is Jeshta Lakshmi and Sri Lakshmi. Two things are there. Okay? So here what we are saying is Shukti Pasam Malam Jeshtam Alakshmi Nashayam Aham. So Nashayati Aham means for me, let it not come and touch me. So Aham Nashayati. So let it destroy and it should not touch me. Correct? One says here. Then Abhutim. Abhutihi means Vibhuti means fame. Correct? Vibhuti means not Vibhuti. Don't take like that. So Vibhuti means don't take. Bhutihi means fame. Vibhuti means greater fame. Abhuti means not famous. Abhuti or opposite of Kirti. Abhuti. Right? Trying to see if anything else is here. So Abhutim Sarvan. So Sarvan means all, anything which is of the nature of Abhutihi. So he's not asking, you're not asking for, please remove me only this, give me only, I'm very happy if you give me this. No. All disturbances, all of the things which are there, which are nature of Abhuti, I need to be cured of. I do not want anything which is to be of Amangalam. Abhutihi means Amangalam, you can say. Okay. Amangalaha. Abhuti. Then Asamriddhim. See, Vriddhim means increase. Asamriddhi means what? Decrease. So denotes negation. So asamriddhi means what? Increase in wealth and decrease in wealth. So asamriddhi means what? Poverty. Right? Asamriddhim cha abhutihi asamriddhim cha. So abhuti means that which is all the amangalam or the not famous things, let it not come to me. Only the famous things should come to me, or fame should come to me. Amangalaha should not come to me. How? Sarvan, all, not just only one. All sorts of disturbances, all sorts of things should not come to me. Me grihat. Griham means what? A house. Okay. So, me grihat means house. So, in my house, there should not be any place for amangalam, asamriddhim, amangalam, jeshtam, alakshmi, nashayamyaham. So, all these things should be removed. Okay. And nirnadaha means you grant. Nirnadaha means you grant me or you bless me with this. See, Abhutim talks about here as Griha Kshetra Vibhuti Nirodhini. So, Abhuti means what? Griha Kshetraha. So, Griham means house. Kshetra means place. So, in your house, anything which is of the nature of Abhuti, they are called Virodhini. So, they are opposite. So, they should not be part of this. Right? Then asamriddhim means dhanadhanya swarna rupaya iti. So dhanadhanyam. So asamriddhim means dhanam dhanyam swarnaha, means gold ornaments. So we need dhanam dhanyam, right? So all these things are required, right? Pashum bahuputra labham, it talks about later. Dhanyam dhanam bahum pashuputra labham sadam samvatsram dirghamayuhu. There's a mantra there, which is blessing there. Right. So, Shutpipasamalam jeshtam alakshmim nashayamyaham. Shutpipasamalam jeshtam alakshmim nashayamyaham. Abudhi masamasiddhim cha sarvam nirmitame grihat. Is this clear? Some story I given about Moodevi, Alakshmi, and something. So next time when you shout somebody Moodevi, you know what you're talking about. You must never say that, because indirectly you are inviting. Uh, all Devis are all Devi. There's nobody called bad Devis. It is given here because you are asking for fame. So you do not want any negativity in your house. You always want positive vibes in your house, right? Or among the people in the country. So that is what is asked here. In the Kamba Ramayanam, this Bhudevi is specified. So in the Padma Purana, Alakshmi is specified. In the Vishnu Purana, Jyeshta Lakshmi is specified. In the Kamba Ramayanam, you will find Bhudevi is there. So you need to study 3 Ramayana, 3 different texts to know what it is. Next mantra is Gandhadvaram Duradarsham Gandhadvaram Duradarsham Nityapushtam Nityapushtam Gandhadvaram Duradarsham Nityapushtam Karikshiniim Nityapushtam Karikshiniim Ishwarigum Sarvabhutanam Ishwarigum Sarvabhutanam Tamiho Bhaye Shriyam Tamiho Bhaye Shriyam Gandhatvaram Dhuradarsham Nityapushtam Karikshiniim Ishwarigum Sarvabhutanam Tamiho Bhaye Shriyam. So, Gandha, Gandham means smell, and Gandham represents good smell, Narumanam, Gandham. And Dwaraha, when I say Gandha Dwara, means Gandha Shabdena Lakshmi Aradhano Upakarana Bhutani Gandha Pushpa Dhupadi Nivedayani. What is the meaning of this? So I'll say, so Gandhadvara, when you say, it means the person who is of the nature of good smell, number one. Second thing is Gandha Pushpa, Dhupa. So Gandha Pushpam, Dhupam. So Dhupam also, when you have this, the Dhupam, it gives you good smell, correct? So she is present also in the smell, in the, the agarbatti, what you do, or anything which you do. It has got when the smell which comes there, right? You've got different flavors, sandalwood flavor, mogra flavor, this flavor, all sort of things come there. So whenever you do, the smell which is coming in there is the presence of the Bhagavan there. So Lakshmi Gandhadvara. So that means even she is present in the essence of the, and also the smoke which comes out of the also is Bhagavan, is Lakshmi there. So you have to contemplate in this manner. Right? Gandhadvara. Then Duradarsham. So Duradarshaha means the one which cannot be conquered. Duradarsha means Praptum Ashakyam. So you cannot win her, you cannot just conquer her just like that. So it is not possible to conquer Shakti just by saying, I want to conquer you. You have to do a lot of work. So Shakti worship is very difficult, and Shakti will bless you only if you are really competent. Right? So it is something which is called Duradarshaha, means that which is, even if you do a lot of effort also, it is difficult for you to get to know the Bhagavan Lakshmi. So she is somebody who can slip away. She is not capable of, you can't reach her. So in the Chandi part, there are many verses are there like this. In Devi Mahatyam, there are many verses which talks about the Devi. So Duradarsham, right? Then Nitya Pushtam. So Pushtihi means what? Strength. So Nitya Pushti means what? Pushti means also health. Right? So Pushti, Nitya Pushti means Sarvakalaha means in all. Pushti means in all. Sarvakalaha, Sarvadeshaha, Sarvavastu, Api, Sarvada, iti Pushtaha. So Sarvakalaha, Sarvadeshaha, Sarvavastu. So Sarvakalam, Sarvadesham, Sarvavastu, Api, Sarvada. Always. Pushti, Pushtinam iti Pushta. Pushtinam. So it is Pushtaha. So Nitya Pushta, Nitya means always. So that word Nityam is what is defined here as Sarvakalam, Sarvadesham, Sarvavastu. So Nitya means that is available all the time. Right? So you have to be healthy. You cannot say that I know today I'm healthy, tomorrow I'm not healthy, is not there. You want always what? Good health, consistent health. So Nitya Pushti. So the one who is giver of Nitya Pushti is Lakshmi. So he says the one who is always the bestower of Nitya Pushta is called Nitya Pushta. Right? Karikshiniim. So Karikshini, when you say the one who is full. Karikshinim, when you say the one who is full. Karshavatim, the one who is full of these qualities is called Karikshinim. So this Lakshmi is full Karikshinim with what? Nitya Pushtam, Adarsham, Gandhadwara. So Gandhadwara means what? The place or residence of all the good smell. So the one who is always effervescence, you can say. Okay. And Dhuradarsham, that Darshana means what? Seeing. And Dhuradarsha means what? That which cannot be got. You cannot see her just like that. You cannot approach her just like that. It is very difficult for one to approach the Lakshmi just like that. So it is somebody, Dhuradarsha. Nitya Pushtam, I told you the definition, is Sarvakalaha, Sarvadesha, Sarvavastu, Sarvada Pushta. So always in any environment, any place, any time, always the one who bestows this Pushtihi is of nature of Mahalakshmi. And Karikshini means the one who is full, the one who has got a capacity to do all these things is Karikshini. Then Ishwarigum Sarva Bhutana. So Ishwarim, when I say, is the consort of Ishwaraha, Maheshwara, consort of Ishwaraha. So Ishwarim, when I say, is a consort. See, first of all, there is no difference between Mahavishnu and Shiva. You have to understand this. There is nothing called Shiva and Vishnu. All of them are there only one. It is only for the worship people are given. Right. So the people who are Alvar, they worship Deva Nayanma, they worship people. But ultimately, all of them is only one Bhagavan. So Ishwarim, Ishwarigum, Sarva Bhutana. So Ishwari means Niyantranam, the one who is controllable. Ishwarim means the one who has got Niyantrani means controlling power. So Shakti has got the power to control. So the power has to be there, then only you can control. If you don't have the power, how can you control? So the power, the person having a power, Ishwarigum. Right? Ishwarigum, Sarva Bhutanam. So Sarvam, so this is a very easy one. Bhutana means all the living beings and non-living beings. So the one who is present as the power in all the living and non-living beings, Ishwarigum Sarva Bhutana. Right. Sarvesham Sarva Bhutanam Nitya Surinam cha Ishwari. Sarvesham, Sarvabhutanam is always, and that which is pervading. Sarvesham means what? That which is pervading everything. Sarvabhutanam, the one who is residing everything. It's called Ishwari, and she's the nature of Sarvabhutanam. Right? Then Tami Hayeshriyam. So Tam means what? That Lakshmi. Right? So, Tam Iha. Consider Tam Iha means here. I invite or I pray. You can say this. So, Shriyam means what? The one who is of the nature of richness. So Shrihi is Shriyam means Lakshmi here. So Tam Iha Ubafhaye Shriyam. So that Lakshmi here I am invoking or I am praying. So Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nitya Pushtam Karikshirim. You got this meaning, right? You got this. Karikshirim means the one who is filled, the one who has got a capacity of Nitya Pushtaha, the one who cannot be reachable, is called Duradarsham. And Gandhadwaram, the one who is of nature of effervescence, the one who is of nature of good smell, is called Gandhadwaram. This is a very famous mantra which is chanted in when you do puja, when you do chandanam, right? You say this mantra. Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nityapushtam Karikshiniim Ishwarikum Sarvabhutanam Thamiho Bhafai Shriyam. So any Vadyar who comes to your house, they will say this mantra when you do Gandham Dharayami, right? So Gandhaha when you say Chandanam, right? So Chandanam, how does it do? Chandanam will not smell bad. Nobody will say that Chandanam will be very bad. Right? When you put Chandan, it gives smell. So Gandhadwaram Duradarsham. So Gandhaha also another meaning is called this Chandanam. So Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nitya Pushtam Karikshini. So it is actually a mantra chanted when you are actually applying Chandan Kumkum to the Lord. See, in every location, there is a place where you say Gandham Dharayami, right? So Pushpe Pujayami. So here in Gandham Dharayami, when see some people chant this mantra. So Gandhadwaram Duradarsham Nitya Pushtam Karikshini. So this mantra is a very famous mantra chanted in all the rituals. This particular section, only that one. So Ishwari Gum means belonging to the Ishwari, who is of the nature of controlling Niyantranam, say, and who is present in Sarva Bhutana, the one who is present in all the living and non-living beings as one power. So power is only one, it is represented in many beings and manifested in different beings. So there are not many power, there's only one power. Power becomes manifold, manifest in different things, is called different powers. So Sarva Bhutanam Tam Iha Upavhaye Shriyam. So Tam means what? That Lakshmi here. Iha Upavhaye means I invoke. And the Sri Lakshmi I am invoking here. Is it clear?
Duradarsha. I want the Duradarsha under the badly, bad.
No, Duradarsha. Darshayati means see. Darshayati means, so Dura Darsha means what? See, Dura means you will not be able to. And Darshaha means you will not be able to reach this Lakshmi. See, really speaking, you're not reaching anything because people say, I want to reach the Bhagavan. You cannot reach the Bhagavan because Bhagavan is not something like an object of knowledge. You can say, I can reach Kerala, or I can say, I can reach Madras, I can, reach this Etiyachabdimba. ஆனா பகவான் எத்த முடியாது. You cannot reach the Bhagavan. That's what is Duradarsham. So the indirect meaning of that is you have to know what the Bhagavan is, what the power is. You cannot reach the person. You cannot grasp the person. You can't say, I will get hold of Lakshmi. Or I have actually conquered Lakshmi. You cannot conquer her. She is a person who cannot be conquered. She has to be known. That's what the meaning is. The real meaning is she has to be known through the Vedas as the one which is present in all the living and non-living beings and in also in me. So when you're already in me, then how can you say that I want to conquer her? You're already in her. That's the meaning of that. Then next one. Manasakkamamakutim. Manasakkamamakutim vachas satyamashīmahi. Manasakkamamakutim vachas satyamashīmahi. Pashunam rupamannasya. Pashunam rupamannasya. Mayi Shri Shrayadham Yashaha. Manasakkamamakutim vachas satyamashīmahi. Pashunam rupamannasya. Mayi Shri Shrayadham Yashaha. Go to the section there. So this one you can say Manasaha means in the mind, or you can say Manasaha in the mind. Kama ma kutim. So kamaha means what? The desires. Right? And akudihi. See, kudihi means what? Happiness. And akudihi means what? Enormous happiness. Anandaha. The one who is in the mind who gives happiness, or the one, the desires which are rising in me. Vachaha satyam shimahi. Right? So vachaha means what? Vak means. So vacham means the speech. Right? Satyam means the truth. Right? Satyam achimahi. So means let me benefit or let me enjoy the blessing of the Mahalakshmi, which is through in the mind the happiness, the desires, the speech which is of the nature of Satyam. So Satyam Vada. So Vacha Satyama Ashimahi means let it rise in me, let it bless in me. Then Pashunam Rupam Annasya. See Pashunam Rupam Annasya Mai Shri Shrayadham Yashaha. So Pashuna means what? In the olden days, Pashu means the goat. Pashu means the goat. Not only goat, they had sheep, they had something else, depending on who they had. They had all those cattle. Say Pashuna, Rupam Annasya. So Annam means what? Food. Okay. Annasya, which is of the nature of Rupam. So in the form of the Pashu and Annam, Mai means for me, Srihi means the wealth. Okay. Srihi means wealth. Shrayadham Yashaha. So Yasham means what? Kirti. So Yashaha means what? The fame. And Yashaha Shrayadham. So Shrayadham means what? You give me. So Shrayadham means you give me fame. You give me the Pashunam Rupam Annasya. So Pashunam Annam Rupaha in the form of all these things. Then you give me Manasaha Kamaha Akudhi. So in my mind there are desires. So the desires or the whatever I need to achieve, you are the person who was controlling this. You please bless me with the desire, fulfilling of desires. And Akudihi means the one which is Anandaha, which is there by fulfilling desires, you give it to me. Right? And Achimahi means that you have to enjoy. So let me enjoy the desires and the happiness which comes out of desires. Let me enjoy, let you give me the pasus, the cow, cattle, etc. and annam, and you bless me with this. So it is a prayer where you're asking for the Bhagavan, you give me this, you give me this, you give me this. So because what else you can do? You can only ask. See, you can ask. See, prayer is an expression of helplessness, choicelessness. So whenever you pray something, that means you are choiceless, you are helpless. So the prayer will be continuing for a long, long time till such time you think that you are contented. The day you feel that I've got everything, I do not need to do anything more, you're giving everything, the prayer will stop. Till such time the prayer will continue. Whereas worship is an expression of gratitude to the Bhagavan. So prayer initially starts. This is all kindergarten lesson. I taught you already in the introduction to Vedanta class. So prayer is an expression of helplessness, choicelessness. Prayer continues for a very long time, for many, many years. It can also be a prayer for till you pass away also. But eventually prayer will culminate into jnanam, into worship. So in worship, there is no more prayer. You say that Bhagavan, you have given me everything. And it is an expression, I come here to express my gratitude. Right? So worship is an expression of gratitude. Prayer is an expression of helplessness, choicelessness. But here, it is a prayer come worship because it says that all the desires which are rising in me, manasaha, kamaha, akudim, all the enjoyment, vachaha satyam. So the speech which I say should be of satyam, nature satyam. Ashimahi means let me enjoy. I should benefit from all these things. Then I should also benefit from Pashunam Annasya Rupam. So in the form of cattle, goat, etc. Annam means the food, etc. My Shri. So you give me. Shri here talks about what? Shri talks about Lakshmi here. Shri talks about wealth. So this type of wealth is to be given to me, or I invoke you to give me this. Okay. Yashaha, also give me fame. Shreyadham. Shreyadham means bestow upon me, give me this. Okay. Is that clear? Manasakha mama kudim vachas satyamashīmahi pashunam rupamannasya mayi shri shrayadham yashaha. I think that's so. We will stop here for the class. The next class we'll do Kardamena Prajabhuta. Then we'll continue later on. Any questions anyone has got?
I have one question. You said Pashu means goat and sheep and all that. But when we read the Puranas and all that, they say cattle, cows was considered as the wealth of the kings and the people, right?
Yeah, correct. See, cattle, when you say cattle includes all sorts of things. See, some people had cows, some people had sheep, some people had, they had donkey also because they had horse. So people have to travel to different places. They need different things for different things. So what he's saying is the Pashu, when you say, it talks about all across the board anything. So it doesn't say that you need cow or anything. For a Brahmana, cow will be required. For a Kshatriya, you need horse. Right? For a traveler who is there, even for Brahmana, Kshatriya also, you need a donkey to carry things because they are beast of burden. So you need those things to carry things, correct? So he's saying, give me that all cattle which is relevant for my survival required, because milk is important, ghee is important, everything is important. Going to places also is important, so we need this. And annam. So annam means what? All types of annam, right? Not just food. Annam across means generic annam, all any type of food. So give me annam, give me cattle in the form. So rupam means what? In the form like this. So anything which is seen, form is what is no definition of form, correct? Form takes the definition of the object. Right? So if I say cattle form, I say cow form, then in a horse form is only one. Cow is are the many. So that's why I say form is there, rupam. Rupam annasya. So annasya means of the nature of food, of the nature of cow, of the cattle. So anything is related to cattle is called pashu. Is it clear? Jayama, is it okay with you? All clear?
Clear, sir.
So next week we'll continue from the verse number 11, and we should be able to complete it, I think, from next class. Should be able to. And after that, we will see which one we will take next time. Maybe I'll start with Ganapati Atharva Shirsham. I'll start with that, then I'll go back to Suktam again.
Okay, good night, sir. Panikarji. Namaste.
Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Namaste Shubhratri to all of you. Hari Om.
Namaste, Shankarji. Good night.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji.
Shubharatri.
Shubhratri.